and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Milwaukee Black Talk. Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Psst, we bought that action. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother Black Power to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Yo, they just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, stand up, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready, we ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front line. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's hump day.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Look, thank you for joining me this June 18, 2025. We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Look, it's what they call, or what I call, Juneteenth Eve, DJ Brother Z. It's Juneteenth Eve. And tomorrow is the big day. Yeah, and you know how we get down in Milwaukee, we have one of the largest, oldest June 19th celebrations in the country. So we got to do it big. The parade, I guess I got to be up at like 7:30, DJ Brother Z. We got to be in the parade tomorrow. It's going to be a parade tomorrow. It's going to be a full day. We're going to be broadcasting live from Juneteenth Day here in the city of Milwaukee. And if you out and about, come holler at your boy. Come holler at your favorite Truth host. We'll be broadcasting live starting at 11 to 3, from 11 to 3 p.m. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be a great celebration. It is going to be a great time in the community. Once again, leave the drama at home. Once again, we ain't on that. We ain't on that, DJ Brother Z. And what we want to do is have a celebration inside the community, a powerful celebration, once again, with the people in the city of Milwaukee and around the area and around the United States that come down for this great celebration. Once again, the food is always excellent. The culture is always on point. I'll tell you this, and I remember at one point they was, they had a lot of, police walking around with pistols out at one point, and I couldn't do that. I didn't like that. But for the last couple years, you don't see that kind of police presence. You do see heavy police presence, but you don't see like where they walking around, looking like they trying to stop and frisk somebody. You know what I mean? And the young people, I'll tell you this, when you got young people in the house, tell them, hey, do not get out there and act a fool. And some of these young people need guidance. We assume that they got guidance, but they really hurt. They really out here hurt. They don't have no guidance, and you got to make sure that you reach out. If y'all out and about and y'all talking to the young people when y'all see them, don't wait until some drama pop off to try to say something to them. Talk to them when they just walking down the street going to the corner store. Talk to them. You pass them every day out here. We see them. We see them walking around. Let's talk to them before they end up doing something that we got to go and see them, and now we got to try to fix it. No, let's get ahead of the curve. God bless you, young man. I wish you good energy. Be careful. Try to be positive. Give them a good word. And even if you don't do nothing else, just give them a good word. Encourage them. When I used to go to church, and that was powerful. That was a powerful part of my youth, coming out from being, a kid that could have been lost in the shuffle, getting around adults that gave me a good word, DJ Brother Z. They used to say, hey, young man, you know what I mean? They used to give me a scripture. Or they used to give me, like, if you continue to do the right thing, great things will happen. Like something that can make them, feel, okay, I got people that care. I got people that's concerned. I got people in my community that care. I got people in my community that's concerned. They always thought that it takes a village. No, I'm going to change that because we've been saying that since I was a kid. We've been saying that since I was a kid, and it ain't getting no better. What I'm going to say is it takes action. It takes a community to be about that action. That's what it do. That's what it do. Be active. Be proactive. I need a community. Give me a community that's about that action over this it takes a village concept, because I was a little baby when they were saying it take a village, DJ Brother Z. I ain't against it, but I ain't seen the village yet. The village bought and paid for, I don't know. But we need our community to be about that action. And tomorrow's going to be a great time to be about that action, to be aware of things, to try to get ahead of people's negativity and talk to them before it get to the point where now, they out here affecting public safety. And the olders out here too. I see some of y'all olders out here. Y'all get drunk. Y'all get too much liquor in y'all system. And the family know that, there go Charles over there, There go Uncle Ray. And, he done got a little drink. He done got a little drink in his system. No, we got to make sure that we got this under control. Stop letting the negative people run the show. Stop allowing negative people to run the show. Stop allowing negative people to influence the masses. Let's get some people that know what to do. Let's get some people that know how to conduct themselves. Let's start getting them. Let's start putting them in the front. When you allow negative people to run the show, negative things gonna happen. But they say you got to bind that demon, Bind it. It's the truth. It's funny, but it's the truth. Sometimes you got to laugh to stop from crying. So tomorrow we're going to be outside. I'm going to be in the parade. I can't wait. We're going to be throwing candy. We're going to have candy for the kids. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait to see everybody out to celebrate Juneteenth Day in the city of Milwaukee, one of the biggest Juneteenth celebrations. I cannot wait to see you. And we got Summerfest in the evening. I'm going to be down there at Summerfest. I'm going to be enjoying the Summerfest grounds for Juneteenth. This is the first time I've been at Summerfest on Juneteenth, but I think it's going to be amazing. There's a lot of entertainment going on. We can complain about how they setting it up, but I'm going to tell you this. Go out and enjoy yourself. Go out and enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Take a lot of pictures. Celebrate the culture. Our culture is going to be under the spotlight tomorrow, so we got to put on for the city. We're going to be outside putting on for the city, Truth Nation. I can't wait to see you. Hey, look, when we get back, we're going to get into the show. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on June 24th.
Cherie sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they take on the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third down.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Tune in June 24th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Great. Great Impressions Graphics and Printing. They've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great Impressions, perceptions, everything.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Ruger's offices. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Remember that viral video that was going around where a woman was caught on camera killed near downtown. There was a fatal shooting streaming from a family dispute. This is what they're saying, that the fatal shooting streamed from a family dispute in downtown Milwaukee. It was captured on Facebook. 3 people were arrested, including a 15-year-old boy, a 16-year-old girl, and a 21-year-old woman. We got video of this situation. Once again, thank everybody for whoever worked to try to get these people off the street. This video was going viral. There was a woman that was, she was shot. They said her last words was, "Please don't shoot me." They're saying that this was a family dispute. So we want to give everybody an update. We talked about this yesterday. Also, salute to everybody in the chat. Kawanda, Not Really a City Girl, Sincere Ronnie Real, Reginald Jones in the chat, Curly Q. We also, before we get into this video, Kawanda is in the chat, and she's saying that she was held up at gunpoint at a gas station this morning. She was held up at gunpoint at a gas station this morning. Hey, you may have to call in, Kawanda, to tell us what took place with that situation. If you're listening, if you're still listening, call in and let us know that you're okay, what happened. And, like I said, these are the things that when I tell people to keep your head on a swivel, you got to keep your head on a swivel no matter where you go right now. There's a lot of people walking around with negative energy that's affecting a lot of people. That's why we got to be about that action this summer. We got to have an attitude against violence. We got to have a strict attitude with no tolerance against the negative energy that's affecting us all in our neighborhoods. But this shooting of this woman, they're saying that it's a family. It was one of the family arguments. We got video, if you're watching as we broadcast live on YouTube and social media. Let's listen.
Tonight, a fatal shooting captured on Facebook Live, and now 3 people are under arrest, including 2 teens. The victim is a 29-year-old Milwaukee woman shot and killed at the corner of MLK and Valete. Fox 6's Rhea Jones is there tonight as loved ones just held a vigil in her honor.
That's right, Kim. The victim in this case has been identified as 29-year-old Ashley Hudson. Her relatives telling Fox 6 that the 3 people that are currently in custody for this shooting are related to her. Take a look behind me. Her family just now wrapping up a vigil in her honor as they now have this growing memorial.
Ooh, he popped him. He just shot dude right there.
A horrific homicide caught on camera. The video too graphic to show. A Facebook Live capturing a family dispute turned deadly.
The death is really like hurting me, it's eating me up.
The victim has been identified as 29-year-old Ashley Hudson.
She was great. She was fun. You know, she always was the life of the party, made people smile.
We're told Hudson was a mother and lived at this apartment complex across the street. Tuesday, her loved ones, including her father and half-siblings, gathering in her honor.
I seen the stuff on Facebook, and I heard someone say, they shot that man. In my mind, I'm like, dang, that's crazy. And so after that, I get a phone call. I'm like, what? And sure enough, it was my baby.
Milwaukee police say the shooting happened just after 11 Monday night at the intersection of Martin Luther King Drive and Valete. Shortly after the gunfire, several people were seen jumping into this dark-colored sedan before speeding away. Investigators say the shooting stemmed from a family argument. 3 people have been arrested: a 15-year-old boy, a 16-year-old girl, and a 21-year-old woman.
Sister is gone because of her brother. And then knowing that she wanted us to be there for her, and knowing that she seen them run and leave her, knowing that she died by herself and alone, and knowing that's all she wanted was to feel love, and now she can't even see what she got.
Charges in this case have been referred to the DA's office. The Milwaukee Police Department says it is still currently seeking unknown suspects. If you know anything about this case.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. This was family. You already, got to worry about just the things and the obstacles and the situations outside the family. But they're saying that this was family that had something to do with this. And I'm going to tell you this. I've been in situations where I had to cut family. Now, yesterday I said moving on and having to leave close people behind because you had to move on. No. Now, I'm talking about this other one where you got to cut folks off because they may be detrimental to you, And I had to do that to some family members. They was detrimental. Envy, jealousy, hatred. I don't know what that is. You would think that, okay, we family. No, sometimes if you look at certain situations, family, they will do something worse to you than the folks down the street because of how they feel about you. They really got resentment and hate in their heart for you. And you thinking, okay, you letting these people get close up on you because you thinking they wouldn't do the unthinkable, and they will. They will do it. The animosity. The anger, the jealousy, the envy, whatever it is, they will do it. So I don't even, the family is my spiritual family to me. The people that align with my spiritual beliefs, the people that align with my purpose in life, that's family. Sometimes your own family will just wish death on you, Sitting right next to you every day. And they wish you was, unalived. And this is something that you got to come to grips with too. You got to, how many situations I went to where cousins, close relatives shooting at each other over disputes. I call it family turmoil. I call it family turmoil. When I get into situations where I have to deal with families, I try not to get involved in the family turmoil. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm just trying to help whatever I'm here for. I don't want to get into the family turmoil. Cause it get deep. It be going back since they was kids. I remember I was in the sandbox and you took my bucket. You know what I mean? Like, it be deep. People don't forget. People can't let go. Every time y'all get around grandma's house, grandma liked you better than me. Grandma liked you better than me, so I hate you. I'm jealous. You know what I mean? It could get aggressive too. All the way down to, sexual abuse, physical abuse. Ain't no telling. But I want to send prayers up to everybody affected negatively in this situation, because once again, nobody deserves to die, in situations where people are losing their lives, and it could have been talked out, or it could have been a little bit more better communication, or somebody just could have left and went home and moved on. Now we got families grieving out here due to people being emotionally impulsive. And I've been trying to talk about people being emotionally impulsive, just making split-second emotional decisions. Then they're going to regret it later. Because if you meant to do it then, you knew you broke the law. Why are you trying to run? Why are you trying to run? You stand there and be accountable for what you did. No, you running because you did it emotionally. Where you finna run to? Now the police on you. Now you done lost your life. Over what? Over what? Well, once again, condolences to this family. Condolences to everybody that have lost a loved one due to senseless violence. We got to walk against violence. July 12th. Go to truthwalkagainstviolence.com to sign up. We got to take a stand against some of this negative behavior, and we got to stand in solidarity on the principles of you cannot get out here and harm innocent life. If you get out here and harm innocent life, I'm going to throw you in the garbage. I'm going to throw you in the trash. That's it. Ain't no more to it. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have a Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What fills your cup? Those things, big and small, that make each day rewarding. Here's what fills our cup at Educators Credit Union. When you walk in the lobby and see your favorite teller, cultivating financial literacy to build stronger communities. When we help you buy a home when you didn't think it was possible. The best part? Seeing you leave with a smile because we made a difference in your life. It fills our cup to see you succeed because we're more than a financial. We're people helping people. Educators Credit Union. Achieving more together. Insured by NCUA.
Turn up the summer vibes at Chula Vista Resort, your playground for summer dreams, water parks, and sun-soaked pools, epic water slides, soaring zip lines, and world-class golf. Dine in the #1 steakhouse in Wisconsin, Chula Vista Resort. Call 1-800-388-4782 or visit chulavistaresort.com.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Ben Jammin with his truth.
Truth Nation and all the juicy jammers out there, can I be honest? Honest about what? Honest about me. Honest about following your dreams. Matthew 16, verse 26. What is it profit a man to gain the world but lose his soul? I didn't know what I was getting into when my mother birthed me. I never imagined walking out of a job would lead me here. Back in 2017, I was working third shift at a grocery store, hating it. I knew I had to make a change. One day I walked out. No plan, just a leap of faith. 2 months later, I got a job with V100, and it was on and popping. I met Wiz Khalifa, Jerry Springer, Ice Cube, and Charlamagne the God. But in 2020, everything changed. COVID hit, and I was furloughed. But it gave me clarity. Clarity on who I was, who my real fans were, and what I truly wanted. After 8 months, I got an opportunity with 1017 The Truth. I got the chance to speak on air, and things took off. I started as a producer, and now I'm the host of Jamming with Juice. I've spoken with the White House, NBA All-Stars, and even killed an unreleased track with one of your favorite rappers. Through it all, I remained vulnerable with you, Truth Nation, especially after losing my dad. But here's the truth. It's not just about following your dreams. It's about preparing for them. What you want to happen is going to happen. But if you're not ready for it, you have to watch it pass you by. As a great prophet once said, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. So if it wasn't for the divine timing of the George Floyd assassination, the time that I took for myself to become greater, or the vision of the CEO of our company, 1017 The Truth, or myself wouldn't be here. So I'll call it divine timing. I can tell you to follow your dreams, but it's much better if you prepare for them.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to Jammin' with Juice with Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Brewers came up short Tuesday night at Chicago, falling to the Cubs 5-3 at Wrigley. Saya Suzuki's 3-run homer in the fifth made the difference.
Patrick's 1-0 pitch is a fly ball left field. Deep, Collins back up the track. It is gone. A 3-run home run by Saya Suzuki, and just like that, a 2-1 lead becomes a 4-2 deficit for the Crew.
Milwaukee now sits at 39-34 on the year. Brewers get back at it Wednesday night in Chicago with first pitch at 7:05 p.m. On the ice, the Florida Panthers are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, taking down Edmonton 5-1 in Game 6. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Roll another one. Sit up, never like you know it's put you back in with some automatics. We gon' set them to heaven. Wait. Hey. Woo! Oh, you feeling sturdy, Shake it. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Tory Lowe and DJ Brother Z. It's just us today in the studio for the Pop Culture Report. And what I want to talk about is this R. Kelly situation. They said R. Kelly was hospitalized for an overdose after the prison staff gave him an amount of medicine that could have killed him. What? And he was removed. They said he was removed from a hospital against his medical advice. Forcibly removed from a hospital against medical advice. What's going on with R. Kelly, DJ Brother Z? You remember the story about how they said Michael Jackson passed? And the doctor came in and I guess gave him a sleep, something that he used to go to sleep. And then they saying he never woke up after the doctor injected him with this stuff. Well, here we go with R. Kelly in prison, and they gave him a lethal amount of medicine that could have killed him. Do you think this was an accident, DJ Brother Z?
Probably not.
Well, why would they want to take R. Kelly out, though? I mean, what is he doing in there? What is he a threat to? I think his attorneys was asking for him to be pardoned by Donald J. Trump. But what's going on inside these jails? What's going on with R. Kelly? I think we got a news article on this if you're listening as we broadcast live. Let's listen.
We're also following breaking news out of North Carolina about singer R. Kelly.
The artist, whose legal name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, was rushed to the hospital last week after allegedly overdosing on sleep and anxiety medications given to him by prison staff. In court documents, lawyers for the singer allege that staffers at the federal prison are trying to kill him. He is serving a 20-year sentence after being convicted of racketeering and sex trafficking in 2021.
Joining us now, NBC's Shaquille Brewster with the latest. So, Shaq, what specifically are R. Kelly's lawyers alleging here?
Hi there. Well, you listed that big claim from his team, essentially that prison officials are trying to kill him in order to cover up misconduct. And this really all goes back to filing an emergency motion from his team last week in which they asked the judge to release him from prison and move him to home confinement. It was in that document where they had a declaration from an inmate who signed a statement saying that the official transferred him to Kelly's prison with instruction to kill the singer who is behind bars again on those sex-related crimes. In a filing this morning, R. Kelly's team released a statement or had a line in there that said, now prison officials have overdosed Mr. Kelly on medications and nearly killed him 2 days after he made those allegations public. So they are trying to get a judge to release him and move him to home confinement. And that's part of the claim and part of the argument that they're using to this judge, saying that something happened as recently as this past week.
And how is the other side, the prosecutors in this case, how are they responding?
Yeah, from the original documents and from that original motion, they pushed back fairly aggressively, calling the claims deeply unserious and theatrical, a fanciful conspiracy. It said it makes a mockery of the harm suffered by Kelly's victims. I want to read a line from their reply motion to some of those original claims in which they say Kelly refuses to accept responsibility for years of sexually abusing children and is using this court's docket to merely promote himself, despite there being no legal basis to be before this court. They're also making a legal argument that essentially the court that Kelly's team filed this emergency motion in front of, they don't have jurisdiction to do anything in North Carolina where Kelly is being held.
All right, Shaq Brewster with the latest. Thank you.
We thank you for now. All right. I'll say this. The music industry may benefit some of those record labels that's tying up his royalties. They may benefit from the situation if R. Kelly loses his life. And then you know how, and this is what I found out, sometimes when you get these deals and you make good music, they'll get a life insurance policy on you too. So he might got some life insurance policies out there that he may not know of with them contracts that he signed where he claiming he ain't getting no residuals. He had made a song. He had remade the song, the Chris Brown song Residuals, and he don't even know where his money going. He don't even know who taking his money. And he's saying that they trying to kill him inside the jails. Now they saying that they gave him too much medicine that could have took his life. What's happening then? Do you feel that R. Kelly is in real danger? I believe he could be right. See, if I was the warden, I would have had R. Kelly, I would have put a choir together. I would have put a choir together and used his voice, musically, and let him record, music inside the jail through the choir and help uplift people like that. I mean, I would have tried to be creative if I had a talent like R. Kelly inside my prison walls. I would have had him going around singing "I Believe I Can Fly" all over the place. He in jail now, so he can't mess with no women. So I could have locked in on his talent, with his musical talent, through the jail choir. I don't know what they doing with him right now, but all I know is that the man may feel that his life is in danger. He's reaching out to the public. He's reaching out to Donald Trump. He's reaching out to whoever listening. And if they gave him too much medicine, a lethal dose of medicine that could have killed him, what is the penalty for that? For that person doing that? And I heard that he had blood clots in his legs, allegedly. He had other things going on with maybe blood clots or something in his legs. I don't know. It's just a lot going on with R. Kelly. A lot of people feel whatever way they want to feel about R. Kelly. Lady B in the chat says, yes, he is in danger. Free Bay. Free Bay. Hey, it depends on what side of the fence you're on with R. Kelly. But once again, here we go with another situation to where one of our singers, one of our famous singers, R. Kelly, is saying his life is in jeopardy inside the jail. Do y'all believe that? Hit me up in the chat. Do y'all believe that R. Kelly should be let go at this point? Or on house arrest? Strict house arrest at this point. Hit me up in the chat. Hit me up on the talk to text. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Also, I want to go to a situation that's going on that I just got news that Jair Alexander, the former Packer cornerback that just got cut, has signed with the Baltimore Ravens. Jair Alexander, he was going back and forth with the Packers on maybe to take less money. I guess it was about the money situation he was in. I think the Packers owed him around like $17 million for the season. Well, the Packers ended up just cutting him. And I actually thought that he was going to stick around for this season, but they cut him. And now this is what I'm hearing, DJ Brother Z, that he is a Baltimore Raven, or he signed to be a Baltimore Raven. Do we have anything on that, DJ Brother Z? Do we have anything on Jair Alexander becoming a Baltimore Raven? Let's listen.
My boy, let's do it.
Yeah, I got to keep the market. Sign that wall for us. New edition.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. That's him.
I don't got a number right now.
Oh, wow.
No. All right. Well, we'll just come back to that right now.
Just put a number sign.
Yeah. Put a number sign. Just so they can see it. Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, he there.
You want to see it?
Let's get a shot of the three of them.
Yeah, that video right there just did it. All I'm saying is if he over there with Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, they might have a chance. I mean, they got a nice defense over there. You know, if he could play 10 games over there for the Baltimore Ravens, they might have a shot. They might have a shot. Also, Aaron Rodgers over there with the Steelers, so there we go. There we go. What do you think about this, DJ Brother Z?
I honestly don't follow football, so
you ain't a big football.
Congrats to him, get your money, but I really don't care.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. They look like the Ravens might be challenging the Super Bowl. They got. If Alexander could play at least 10, 11 games, and that defense was set, the defense was already a strong. It was already a strong defense over there. They might can take it. They might can take it. We'll see. We'll see if he can stay injury free. Also, I'm looking forward to Aaron Rodgers playing with the Steelers, and they got to play the Packers this year. I can't wait till that game come. But if Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy, see, when you get into the point where you start becoming an injury risk, yeah, you have the greatness that you displayed, but when the injury comes, now you just got image and what you have done. But when you start becoming injury prone, you might be out the first game. You see what happened to the Jets? They invested in Aaron Rodgers. He was out the first game. And it never really manifested. They made all these moves. And I think the Jets got worse. They had a lot of hype. But now they somewhere in oblivion now. No, I don't know what's going on with the Jets. But here go the Steelers. Mike Tomlin got Aaron Rodgers over there. If Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy, he can do some damage. But the problem is when you get in your later years, out of all of the pounding you took from high school, college, Little League, you get a couple years in the league, and all of a sudden you get that down. You start going downhill when you become injury prone. Yeah, we know you great. You have performed great, but you could be on your downslide. And once a superstar hit his downslide, they may not make it through a whole season. So that's what it's looking like to me. Hopefully these two players, former Packers, can go on to have success. We wish them the best. We thank them for giving us some good years of football. But once you hit that slant where, you may not can make it through a couple, 4 or 5 games, it's just hype. It's imaginable to think that greatness can happen, and that's it. But look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more Pop Culture Report brought to you by Tory, Lowe, and DJ Brother Z. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory, Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Summerfest is back, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth has got you covered with free tickets, Truth Nation, to the world's largest outdoor festival. Tune into The Truth all week and listen for your cue to call and a chance to win an 18-pack of tickets to Summerfest.
Benjamin, I know you lying.
No, Nutty Juice, you heard that right. It's an 18-pack of tickets so your friends and family can enjoy Summerfest on us. So stay tapped into The Truth so you do not miss your chance to enjoy the biggest party on the lakefront. Summerfest is presented by our founding partner, American Family Insurance.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns. It's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You good, T-Minus? Niggas been counting me out. I'm counting my bullets. I'm loading my clips. I'm writing down names. I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice and I'm getting them hit. The real ones been dying. The fake ones is lit. The game is off balance. I'm back on my The Bentley is dirty. My sneakers is dirty. But that's how I like it. You all on my dick. I'm all in my bag.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Hey, we got a new lawsuit out here. These lawsuits coming every week. The lawsuits is coming every week. And this time we got actor, filmmaker Tyler Perry has been sued for $260 million in a lawsuit by an actor named Derek Dixon. Now, I saw the text messages. There's some text messages, some questionable text messages that were exchanged between Tyler Perry and the actor. And I read them. I read what they released, and Tyler Perry was it was suspect a little bit in the text message. And we always, suspected extra with Tyler Perry as far as like his, what he, do I have to say it? Okay. But when you get somebody that's getting, showing the text messages, now this is where it gets weird because Tyler Perry is the one that's working with this actor, but yet he's being sexually suggestive with the actor in these text messages. So that right there goes to show that he liked men. Just from the text messages I read, there's no doubt in my mind that Tyler Perry likes men. I mean, it's from, if these the text messages that they letting out here in the exchange, that's what he was doing, the sexually suggestive things to this actor. So we got some video of this, of what's going on with Tyler Perry. $260 million this actor is trying to sue Tyler Perry for. We got video if you're watching as we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Perry sued for $260 million over sexual harassment allegations. The complaint filed in Los Angeles accuses Perry of creating a, quote, coercive, sexually exploitative dynamic with actor Derek Dixon. Dixon was in two of Tyler Perry's shows, The Oval and Ruthless. In a statement to NBC News, Perry's team says this appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam, calling the allegations fabricated claims. Let's bring in NBC's Stephen Romo, who's following this. Stephen, what more do we know about the allegations here?
Yeah, Tom, just going through those allegations in this lawsuit seeking $260 million in damages, alleging sexual harassment, assault, retaliation as well. The direct details include inappropriate touching. As you mentioned, Dixon starred in The Oval with Tyler Perry, and he released, we got this statement from inside the complaint. Tyler Perry has been using his power and influence to molest, abuse, and sexually assault impressionable and vulnerable employees and actors who look to him for guidance and mentorship while pursuing their dreams. So you can read from that. This implies there are more people who are alleging this than just Dixon. We have a bit of a timeline here for the relationship that we know, the professional relationship between these two men and the allegations made in this complaint, saying that they met in 2019. The lawsuit alleges that then their relationship moved forward with this professional advancement. And in 2019, Perry offering Dixon a small role in ruthless. And then in January 2020, that is when Dixon accuses Perry of sexually assaulting him in his home. And then the following month, Dixon alleges that Perry offered him a series regular role in the Oval. Now, we do have a comment from Tyler Perry's attorneys saying that this individual appears to have been setting Tyler Perry up. They say that they are alleging that this is a scam and saying, quote, Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. Now, we've also reached out to the attorney for Dixon, and he said that these allegations in the lawsuit stand for themselves. So just the very beginning of this process, but a lot of people are paying attention to this. Tyler Perry, quite successful, quite a bit of fame here, Tom.
Yep, it will get a lot of attention, Stephen Roman.
And that's how it usually happens. And I wasn't there, but from what I'm seeing with I guess they released some text messages, a little back and forth. Hey. That's why I say, like, you shouldn't, that's why all of this gender stuff shouldn't come into play when it comes to business. Then, if we here to move a couch, let's just pick the couch up and move it. That's it. I don't care what you believe. I don't care what gender you're trying to claim. If we got to move a couch from A to B, that has nothing to do with us picking up both ends and moving it. But when you start adding that gender stuff and that people start talking and, a lot of that leads to sexual preference and all of that, then it just gets wild and crazy. And many times when you got to be careful when you're doing business with people. And if he caught Tyler Perry slipping with the text messages, that's going to be damaging. He's going to have to explain what he mean by a lot of that. Now, when he says that Tyler Perry got in the same bed with him and all, I don't know. I mean, that's between him. That was more of a personal thing that he said that took place. But the text messages that they got floating around, suggestive ideas, a lot of that was going on from what I seen, from what I seen in the text messages. But you can't do that. If you somebody's boss, if they're your employee, they can say the text messages and now you got a lawsuit. Now a lot of people saying a lot of these celebrities that we like that are getting these lawsuits, like people are trying to take them down or they're trying to shake them down, But you giving people the fuel and the ammunition to shake you down. These are not just some people that's off to the side. Like, I see a girl at the bar, I don't know her. Hey, baby, and she she say, oh, I ain't feeling that, and you keep it moving. These are people that these people in power controlling their lives. They're using the weight of them being in a powerful position, and they suggestively soliciting sex in a certain kind of way. Now, if you wasn't my boss or you wasn't somebody that could control my career, nobody would even be looking at this. Nobody would care. But when you use that position to put people under submission in a certain kind of way, you got to be careful. And that's it. It ain't regular after that. So if he got all the text messages, also if you watch the Boondocks, that Boondocks episode, that you kind of knew it was one of those, people like Tyler Perry, I don't know. Maybe the Boondocks got it right. Maybe they didn't. But these text messages look crazy. Not Really a City Girl says, I don't believe Tyler assaulted this guy. Who knows? Not Really a City Girl says, I think the text messages are fake. It could be. We going to find out in court. They going to take it to court. Was it confirmed officially that was his text? I don't know. These are the things that have been released. I don't know. And we going to find out. All of this is alleged until the judge hit the gavel. All of this is alleged until the judge hit the gavel. But I'm going to tell you this. A lot of times when people get people like Tyler Perry to come after the big dog, you can't just come after the big dog because they got a lot of money. So if you swinging and they got their text messages and they got certain things, we gonna see. Mo the Elephant says that is fine, but $200 million sounds like extortion. $200 million, all of it sounds like when you going after a billionaire, that do sound like extortion. I mean, what is that worth? What is these lawsuits worth? What's the price on it? What's a reasonable price if this did happen? I would love to know. Minister Kevin in the chat says, been saying that. Oh, okay. That he been saying something about Tyler Perry for years. When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Join the movement. Listen to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, the locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. Hey, that Tyler Perry took a lot of the time up. Hey, but like I said, if y'all want to weigh in on anything we talking about, hit us up in the chat. Hit us up on the Talk to Text, Truth Nation. Y'all know how we get down. But I got a question for Truth Nation. Juneteenth is coming up. And you know what I started finding out? That a lot of people celebrate Juneteenth as the Independence Day. As the Independence Day for blacks. That's when we found out we were set free. And, it was we didn't even get it on time. We didn't even get the word on time. And so all I'm saying is when we talk about Juneteenth, as far as the culture, I got a question. What does Juneteenth mean to you personally? What does Juneteenth mean to you? And why do you celebrate it? What does Juneteenth mean to you? Question of the day. And why do you celebrate it? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. It's going to be a powerful day tomorrow. It's going to be a powerful day tomorrow. We're going to be out parading, in the parade. We're going to be broadcasting live. Thousands of people are going to be in Milwaukee for one of the oldest Juneteenth celebrations in the United States. And I want to know why. Why do you celebrate June 19th? 833-212-1017. What does Juneteenth mean to you? Truth Nation. We got Deborah on the lines. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, Tory.
Bless.
I just want to answer your question today. Juneteenth is an eye-opener. That's what I call Juneteenth, because when I was a young girl and the 4th of July came, the red, white, and blue, and we all, yay, popping the fireworks, it was just going through the motions. But Juneteenth put a face on what really happened here and where we are right now. And for us to celebrate the freedom, and for us to do what we want to do, and to grow as a great people in this state, Juneteenth is really big deal. So I don't celebrate the 4th. I celebrate Juneteenth only.
So Juneteenth is the day that you feel is your Independence Day.
Yes, and those that are like me that was in bondage or was excluded out of things. Juneteenth can go bigger than what it really meant for if we do the things right.
That's sounding powerful. And we get out and we do it big right here in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Yeah, ever since I was a little girl, I was maybe 9 and I'm 56 now. And it's always been a beautiful day.
Powerful. It used to go from North Avenue all the way down to Burleigh.
Yes, and we danced all the way down, and it went all the way until you got tired. So and we got tired around 12 midnight, and that's when you went in.
Right.
Now they run you in there. They run you.
Right. Oh, now at 4 o'clock, they clearing house.
Yeah.
Well,
but be that as it may, we still have some of it.
Right. And we still get down. We still have the best food. We still have the best cultural ideas, the best talent get involved. It's just amazing to watch and see.
Yes. And salute to you guys. I believe this is your second year you'll be out there.
I think this is the 4th year. This will be the 4th one.
The 4th year?
Yep.
Well, I know it was real hot last year, and you showed up, and you came out there no matter what, and you made sure it was special. So thank you, too.
Hey, look, I appreciate that, Queen. Thank you for calling in, and have a happy Juneteenth.
You too.
All right, God bless you. All right, hey, look, let me tell you something. It's a special day. You know, many times when we talk about Juneteenth and what does it mean to us, that's why I always try to check people's temperature. Because we come together, and some people, I ask, what, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't know what it is. They just out there because we celebrate. Sometimes when a lot of people see people partying, they just want to join the party. They don't even know why the party going on. But Juneteenth is commemorating the ending of slavery in the United States. No matter whenever they got the information, it's a day that we're commemorating the ending of slavery or physical slavery in the United States. Okay? This is what the truer meaning of it. The news that the physical portion of slavery was done. We still had a lot more obstacles to go. We still had a lot of things to overcome, but we no longer had to sit on that plantation and be enslaved. Some of the worst forms of slavery. Okay? So this is why we got to get out and when we talk about independence in America, that's why I say we don't owe nobody an apology. Black people don't owe nobody anything. Every fight that we have fought in this country have benefited everybody that's here. The things we fight for, the basic human and civil rights, everybody benefits from that. Everybody. So it's no need to apologize when you talk about the movement of the black culture in the United States. We have fought so everybody can have freedom and rights and the ability to move in this country. We set the foundation for how to do it. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Or get in the chat. Hit us up in the chat. We got Rodney on the lines. Rodney, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth Tap In. How you doing, Rodney?
Hey, Tory. First and foremost, I want to compliment you for all the work that you've done and doing.
Blessings, brother.
In the city of Milwaukee. But as far as Juneteenth Day, I'm a little bit older than you.
Mm-hmm.
But going to Juneteenth Day, that was like a family reunion for us. That's when we all went down there, and we saw people that we haven't saw in years. And, you know,
right.
And we all celebrated each other.
People from high school.
From the neighborhood. From neighborhood. But it changed now, Tory. I remember we was going on there, and we sit down there until the lights went out.
Yeah.
It
used to go down. It used to be all night in the nighttime. They used to have
all night.
Grandma lived on 5th and North, and Juneteenth was on Martin Luther King. So all I had to do was walk over 2 blocks, and I was at Juneteenth. And I remember when I was a kid, they used to, where they have that Pete's food store on 3rd and Martin Luther King, it's a lot back there. And it used to be constant. They used to have like people singing. It was dark. I remember it being dark and people out still at Juneteenth.
Yeah, right. The still, Tory, I mean, I celebrate Juneteenth Day, and I hope we keep it together, and I hope that's going to be a change for our people to come together.
I agree. And I remember when I first rode a horse, it was at Juneteenth. When I first was exposed to a lot of the farmers, the black farmers used to come down to Juneteenth, and we used to have all of these things that we could see and experience in the community from different aspects of different people that live in our state of Wisconsin that were black all over. I'm talking about farmers, business people. I mean, all walks of life used to come down to Juneteenth, and we used to have a great time.
And then, Tory, the main thing about it, and what they celebrate Juneteenth at, is where they had the riots at. That whole block was burned down.
Oh, wow.
The whole block was burned down. And I remember being 5 years old, and they had the riots, and they had to hide underneath because they had the buildings was burning. The police was down there, and I had to hide. I was 5 years old. So, is there any people out there that's listening to us and you, Tory? They need to celebrate Juneteenth Day. Seriously.
They need to get out there and understand the history.
The history of it. I'm not only the history of being set free from slavery, but the history of what happened when Martin Luther King had died.
Right, because that's where they said that they make fun of it. They said that the black people went and tore up their own community back then.
Exactly.
That's where they get that from.
All right, so thanks for taking my call. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, Rodney, for tapping in. Have a fun Juneteenth. When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Coming
Coming straight out of Milwaukee, it's time to turn the TV off and turn your speakers up so you can hear what the future leaders of the world have to say. Truth Nation, I'm proud to present The 8 Block, a fresh new youth-led radio show powered by City on the Hill and 101.7 The Truth. Hosted by me, your boy, Ben Jammin. Every other week, 8 Milwaukee teens will share stories and laughs that will speak truth to what matters most in their lives. Don't miss the premiere on June 21st at 9 a.m. That's June 21st at 9 a.m. Truth Nation, welcome to The 8 Block.
Truth Nation, please join us for the 54th annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee on Thursday, June 19th. The Truth will be broadcasting live from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So don't miss out on your chance to celebrate with us with our live Juneteenth broadcast presented by Hope Christian Schools and Carroll University. 101.7 The Truth's celebration of Juneteenth is also brought to you by American Family Insurance, Associated Bank, Gruber Law Offices, Molson Coors, and Educators Credit Union.
What's poppin', Truth Nation? It's your girl Noni Juice from my friends at Steinhafels. And the deals are heating up during Steinhafels summer sale. Start with 10% off the entire store. I'm talking living room, bedroom, dining, and so much more. Make your new room more affordable with Steinhafels special financing, and you'll get a $100, $200, or $300 MasterCard to spend later. But you better hurry, because just like summer, these sizzling savings won't last long. The summer sale, only at Steinhafels and Steinhafels.com.
What fills your cup? Those things, big and small, that make each day rewarding. Here's what fills our cup at Educators Credit Union. When you walk in the lobby and see your favorite teller, cultivating financial literacy to build stronger communities. When we help you buy a home when you didn't think it was possible. The best part? Seeing you leave with a smile because we made a difference in your life. It fills our cup to see you succeed because we're more than a financial. We're people helping people. Educators Credit Union. Achieving more together. Insured by NCUA.
Truth Nation, unfortunately, violence is on the rise in Milwaukee, and this is a problem which impacts us all. Please join me and the Truth Team on Saturday, July 12th from 9 a.m. to noon for our third annual Walk Against Violence supported by 1MKE. Enough is enough. Now it's time to bring an end to senseless violence in our community. To join our Walk Against Violence on Saturday, July 12th, visit truthwalkagainstviolence.com to sign up today.
It's 101.7 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. When it's time to upgrade your windows and doors, wouldn't you like to work with the best? But maybe you're thinking in these volatile times, I don't want to spend a fortune. Well, Pella, the best in the industry, has a product line for every budget, and right now you can get no interest and no payments for up to 2 years. And if the plan is to wait, guess what? You can get it now and wait to start making payments up to 2 years. Pella truly believes that quality windows and doors don't have to be expensive. With a range of affordable options and products assembled in the U.S., you can get the look you want at a price you can afford. And with Pella's free in-home consultation, no obligation quote, and range of available financing, getting new windows and doors from Pella is easier than you think. Certain restrictions apply. Ends June 30th of 2025. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm attorney David Gruber. We've helped injured Wisconsinites for more than 30 years. Trust our hometown team to get you back in the game. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, wish out you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Juneteenth, question of the day. Why do you celebrate Juneteenth? And what does Juneteenth mean to you? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Or hit us up in the chat. Sincere Runny Real. Why am I stuttering over it? Sincere Runny Ray Real says it means a lot for us as a people. Togetherness, unity, culture, food, our story, fun, just celebrating our anniversary. Salute. Hey, this is one of the things where I say that you got to teach the young people. We got to start understanding that there is a tradition. It's one of our greatest traditions. It's the celebration of June 19th. And I remember I had to go to summer school. So I remember every time I had to go to summer school and Juneteenth would come around, I would walk home from summer school, or I'll be, we lived on 50 North Avenue, and as soon as I could smell the food, and as soon as I heard a bunch of crowds gathering on June 19th, I would run over there. And that was back when you can go over there as a little kid without a parent. That was back when grandma didn't have to walk with me anywhere. I could go to the gas station by myself. I could go down the street. You could be outside all day as a kid. And now that ain't, talk about things changing. That ain't even the case no more. You can't even let the kids play outside no more because something might happen. But back when I was a kid, the elders, I call them the elders, the real elders, they would watch out for you, tell you to stay out the street, watch out for you, give you some guidance, give you a good word. So I would go down to Juneteenth by myself and walk. I would, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like, we would go down to Juneteenth and somebody would buy you an ice cream. You give me the elders would say, hey, you want an ice cream? There was so much pride in Juneteenth, and it still is today. And it still is today. But you got this new generation where they may not understand the tradition, or they may not understand what all of this means. It's just a gathering where people can come together, and then you got people that now they showing up and they fighting and things like that a little bit. We kind of got to diffuse that. We got to diffuse that now because we got the media at the end of the day. They want to say how many incidents happened at Juneteenth. But you never hear how many incidents happen at all these other festivals. The mainstream media always be sitting around waiting. They anticipate something bad to happen at Juneteenth. No, people fight on Water Street. People be fighting on Brady Street. People be fighting at Summerfest. People get into little encounters all the time, everywhere. Okay? But I always notice that when Juneteenth come around, we got to be extra. We got to be extra on our P's and Q's. So make sure, you know what I mean, we have our best foot forward. I'm excited. It was people fighting at the Mexican Pride Fest, or Mexican Festival Day, or whatever that just took place. They doing burnouts in the street. So, like I said, this ain't that. This is a time we actually have the best Juneteenth. Matter of fact, everybody, they wish they had that kind of culture on a consistent basis with that much swag, with that much flavor. Like, it's nothing compares to being down at Juneteenth. Nothing. It's powerful. We got Hill on the lines. Hill.
How you doing, brother?
How you doing, brother?
How you doing?
Blessings.
Okay, bless you, brother. I'm trying to feel you, brother. But what we gonna do? Go to Juneteenth Day and then go back to our neighborhoods and shoot and kill each other?
Well,
that don't make no sense, brother.
I hope you don't. I hope
no,
you don't
come on now, be serious.
I'm serious because I deal with it. You talking to Tory Lowe? Who you talking to?
I don't care who I'm talking to. I'm talking to a brother,
you
right?
You reckless. You sounded reckless.
No, I'm not. Okay, you don't want the truth. Okay, wait a minute.
No.
Okay, wait a minute.
You talking to somebody?
You want me to tell the truth, right?
No, I deal with it. You don't. When I go to these killings,
what you mean? I'm in the black neighborhood.
You don't deal with it. I ain't never seen you or heard of you in my life.
Well, then who fault is that?
Yours.
Listen here. I've been in this neighborhood. I've been dealing with this.
Look, you can't tell me about no violence because I'm the one that go to it. I run toward it.
You run to violence?
No, I run to stop it. I deal with it. And for the simple fact you came on the lines like that, you disrespectful.
Well,
you're not honoring what's going on. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Back up. Go ahead. You got a right to your opinion. You got a right to say what you're going to say, which I like that. But you can't, the way you came on the lines, you talking to me.
What you want me to come like?
No. You got to come back with some respect.
Okay.
You better put some respect on my name.
Oh, okay. I'm not here trying to I'm not trying to come like I'm trying to give somebody a reputation.
Okay.
You asked the question. You said why you celebrating Juneteenth Day? Ain't that what you asked?
And I said, why do you celebrate it, and what does it mean to you?
Well, I was trying to tell you.
Okay. No, you came in. The way you came in was a little disrespectful.
No. I mean, if it was disrespectful to you, I'm sorry you took it that way.
Just say you didn't mean it.
I'm living in the hood. I'm living in the hood too. You know, where they're killing kids. Black men are shooting their girlfriends in the face.
We just talking about that. We just talked about.
Oh, was you?
Yeah.
Was you?
We just talked about it. If you rewind, you got to rewind the show.
I got to rewind the show.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You may be jumping in the middle.
I went to the bathroom, so I probably missed that part.
All right, I got you, brother. But give me your opinion.
Because see, the thing is, like I heard y'all was talking earlier, talking how beautiful Juneteenth was before.
It was, yeah.
Man, I remember we went to Juneteenth Day. It was back in the late 70s, right?
Right.
And we went there, and it was beautiful, man, to come together like that, And then, except for all the police presence that got, now it
got to the point where they were standing on the roof with the pistol.
Yeah, you remember that?
I'm the one that said something that they shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, man, it'd be like, it's like you ever see that L.A. riots on the prison overtakes?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, man, where are these police coming from? Right?
Man.
But before, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, true.
The black people would come together, they had a good time, and I used to get off work, right? And I said, man, I want to go down there to see what's happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I felt good going down there. But the problem is, nowadays, some of the older folks, they scared to come, brother, right?
Yeah, that's true.
They scared, and it shouldn't be that way.
Well, they be scared to drive down the street too.
Yeah, and then you go to the parks. The kids don't play in the park no more, right? And then with that killing with that girl got chopped up, man, I was appalled at that, man.
You
hear me?
I'm going to tell you this. The times have changed to where there's no rules. Ain't nobody following no discipline, no guidance, and they're emotionally impulsive. And that's the problem. Like, when you got broken families, when you got children not being raised with discipline, when you got people that have rejected discipline, then it's how I feel instead of what needs to be done.
Okay, I agree with that.
That's what's going on. That's what's going on.
Because you remember when I don't know if you was here when Jeffrey Dahmer came in the black neighborhood.
That was a lot going on.
I think I was staying 6 blocks from him, from that. And I thought everybody was joking, right? Because the same time the vice president came to town, right? And I thought everybody was joking, right?
I can see that.
And because they were talking about bones and all that stuff. I said, man, what are y'all talking about, right?
Man, that's got to be crazy. That's got to be crazy, Hill. Well, I appreciate you for tapping in, Hill. Hey, look, it's definitely a lot going on, and I can understand the frustration. That's why I have a great amount of empathy for people when they feel a certain way, because I can understand it. I can understand the frustration sometimes because things have changed, and it's up to us. That's why I push that we have to, as a community, we are the ones that have to really double down and really make those changes, because these are our children, these are our streets, these are our people. So if we don't take control and we expect something outside of us to take that control, it's never going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's why I say we got to be about that action. And I talk about, like I said, before we got to Juneteenth, the great parts about it, I talked about violence. We got a march against violence. I bring in families that have been suffering with violence, and I work with them to resolve the issues. That's my advocacy. That's what I've been doing the whole time. But I do understand the frustration. Trust me. It's valid. It's valid, but many times we got to know where to put the energy to make the impact. That's how you got to know where to place that energy to make that impact. When we come back, we got Brother Love on the lines. We got some talk to text. We got some chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Day one, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day one is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day one.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Brewers came up short Tuesday night at Chicago, falling to the Cubs 5-3 at Wrigley. Saya Suzuki's 3-run homer in the fifth made the difference.
Patrick's 1-0 pitch is a fly ball left field, deep, Collins back up the track, it is gone. A 3-run home run by Saya Suzuki, and just like that, a 2-1 lead becomes a 4-2 deficit for the Crew.
Milwaukee now sits at 39-34 on the year. Brewers get back at it Wednesday night in Chicago with first pitch at 7:05 p.m. On the ice, the Florida Panthers are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, taking down Edmonton 5-1 in Game 6. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Say my name. What's my name? What's my name? Look. What's my name? Say my name. What's my name?
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We got Juneteenth tomorrow. My question of the day is, what does Juneteenth mean to you, and why do you celebrate it? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017, or hit us up in the chat and holla back. We got Brother Love on the lines. Brother Love, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. How you doing, Brother Love?
Tory Lowe, how you doing, man?
Blessings, Brother Love. What does Juneteenth mean to you?
Hey, first of all, I want to just celebrate you, brother, and let you know, man, you've been doing a wonderful job in the community, and you do a wonderful job doing your work, man, and I appreciate you, brother. I just want to say that first.
Blessings, Brother Love. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Juneteenth, what Juneteenth means to me, I just want to say before that, Tory, about what happened downtown to that young lady.
Right.
Her father was on the news.
Right. We played that.
Tory, I feel the sentiments of that father, Tory. And you know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying? We need to band together and stop that. Stop that type of stuff.
And that was a family. That seemed like that was a family thing within the family.
Yeah, Tory, and even you know what I'm saying? If just imagine, Tory, if he felt like that and did something like that,
right?
And because he was triggered, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine what we had to go through. So I feel that father's sentiments, and I'm sorry for what happened to that father and to that family. They have my prayers, and Juneteenth, Tory, Juneteenth means harmony, peace, love, and understanding from you know what I'm saying, for what Dr. King was doing and all of our elders, and God bless them. And I'll see you on Juneteenth, brother, and we're going to celebrate.
Hey, thank you, Brother Love. We're going to celebrate. We're going to be outside.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you for tapping in. I can't wait to see you. Hey, look, we're going to be outside. If y'all going to be out at Juneteenth, we're going to be broadcasting live, and we got the parade. I'm telling you, I can't wait. Come out, take some pictures, get some true swag. You know, this is what we do. We've been doing this for the past couple years. And I'll tell you this, I cannot wait to see you. I cannot wait to see you. If y'all going to be out at Juneteenth, once again, come holler at your boy. Come holler at everybody on The Truth. Come holler at everybody. You know, let everybody know that we are one big family, that we are not separate. We are together in what we call the city of Milwaukee. And we are one body. We are one body. I cannot wait to see you come through. We got Ray on the lines. How you doing, Ray?
Fine. How you doing, Tory? Or shall I say? Well, I'm gonna say King. You can hear me, okay, right?
Yes, I can hear you, Queen.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm giving you a call about what Juneteenth means to me. It means a whole lot. I've been going to a celebration for pretty much about 50 years myself. I'm living in Racine, but and I want you to know we are second. You guys are the first longest running, and we are second. We right behind you.
Okay.
Because down here in Racine, we have one as well. And here it was started with the Muslim community, and my family was also a part of that. Sabir family in Racine. And so I just want to just say what Juneteenth Day means to us. It's a lot. It's freedom, ancestry, culturally, and the tradition. Because, look, I meet a lot of people from all over because I have some businesses. Meet a lot of people from all over and all ethnic groups and everything. And a lot of times they ask me, where do you come from? And it's really deep when I hear from them where they come from, because we don't have any knowledge. We don't know, you know. And it really set home with me, because I'm like, I really can't say that. They can tell me they from Ecuador, they from here, from there.
What nationality?
We might do exactly, and we do traditional things that they might do, and so I just think of how much we lost as a people because we don't have that. So now
those
we can. I mean,
historic, traditional ideas.
Yes, sir. Those historical, traditional ideas, and shout out to the Muslim community, because we always have really held this deep here in the city. Matter of fact, my parents had a booth right there in front of Sister Claire Muhammad School, because we always was right there at that corner. That's where we operated at as well. And we had a booth there selling every year there in Milwaukee for years, way back when it first started. So we have a very history here, Milwaukee, the scene, and I'm just loving it right now. And I want everybody to embrace it. And yeah, don't bring no mess. We don't want no mess. We had a beautiful one down here Saturday. No mess, and it was it looked like thousands of people. And I'm gonna have to send you some pictures because it was beautiful, and you're gonna have to come down here.
Hey, look, I'm gonna have to start going down to Racine. I was down there when all that happened with Tyrese West for a second, you know.
Right. We have a lot going on here for you. So I listen. I've been listening to you since the first day.
Y'all gonna have to tap me in.
Yes, sir, most definitely. Yeah, because you are definitely part of this. Y'all racing family is listening to y'all as well. So salute to all y'all, and salute to everybody on the front lines, and I'm loving it.
Hey, look, like I said, I appreciate you for giving that information, what's going on down in Racine, and it being the second largest Juneteenth festival. That's powerful.
It's very powerful, very powerful. So, yeah, we want to get you down here, too. But I know you got to be there for that one. But that's all right.
Well, next year we're going to do a double duty.
Let's do it. Yeah, because ours isn't on the same day. So you got to come down here.
It's not on the same day.
Then, yeah.
Why is that? Why is it not on June 19th in Racine?
Ours, because we wanted to be able to come to yours.
Okay, I got you. Respect.
We want to have it on the same day because we want to come to yours. We want to be there as part of that because we also was a part of that legacy.
Right. It just birthed another legacy.
Exactly. And just another day here for us, but we just want to be available to come there because, that one is significant to us as well. But we're trying to just do it here as well because we got a nice population.
Well, I want to be in the parade. I want to be in the parade next year. So don't lose track. We got to keep this going now.
I got you. And plus, Ben jamming too, down in Racine. Come on, y'all.
Me and Ben Jamming going to come down there and do the parade next year.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to be there with you because I was a sponsor this year. So I'm going to sponsor next year as well for my new car. I opened up a auto body shop in Racine.
That's what's up. All right. We working, Queen.
All right, I'm going to get with you. Okay.
All right, Ray from Racine, I appreciate you for tapping in today. Hey, Juneteenth in Racine. They said they already had their Juneteenth. They said it was powerful. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. What does Juneteenth mean to you? And why do you celebrate it? When we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Good Karma Brands would like to send out a big congratulations to Tory Lowe. Tory recently received a proclamation from both the city of Milwaukee and Milwaukee County. So going forward, July 5th will now be recognized as Tory Lowe Day. Tory's activism, advocacy, and hard work makes Tory more than deserving of this recognition. Tory's family at 1017 The Truth celebrate Tory for always being about that action. And we know this is just the beginning, and there is so much more to come as a result of Tory's efforts and leadership. Congratulations again, Tory. This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
So, Black women's leadership needs to be prioritized. That means a whole lot of things, but it includes a message for white women, which would be, it'll be wise for you to take our lead. We've already demonstrated everything there is to the world about who we are. We shouldn't have to keep doing that over and over again. The reality is that there are times when we got to muster up the energy to do some things we don't want to do, but I don't want that to be commonplace for me, and I certainly don't want it to be commonplace for other Black women. There's often this message that we need to stay strong because there are people depending on it. No, we need ourselves.
Yeah, you can't, what do they say? You can't pour from an empty cup?
Yes. And I even am hearing people say a lot more, you shouldn't pour from your cup at all until it overflows. And it's the overflow that you give. You keep the full cup for yourself.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Wake up, filthy. Just one of my pillows. Just one of my pillows.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Hey, we celebrating June 19th, we're going to be outside broadcasting live from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to be in the parade. If we see y'all outside, we're going to be throwing candy. I can't wait. I love it. I love when I see the kids. I love to meet the young people, everybody in Truth Nation. We got John on the lines. John is a Waupun inmate. How you doing, John?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, Tory Lowe?
Blessings, Brother John. Are you calling from Waupun?
Yeah, I'm calling for Waupun, man.
What's going on?
What's going on? Bring some awareness to the conditions up here. Just like I was saying to Brother Z and them just yesterday, man, a young brother, man, got almost stabbed to death, though, man. And guards just sit there for about like 5 minutes watching it before they intervene.
What was the name of the young man?
Pepper sprayed. I don't even know the young man's name by heart.
So he said he was on Wi-Fi calling, so he may have gotten disconnected. So that's what just happened.
Oh, he was on the Wi-Fi calling?
But
wow.
Something was going on.
So he calling straight from the jail?
Yeah, it said you're getting a collect call from blah, blah, blah.
He called collect straight from Waupun. Somebody was getting stabbed. And he said the guards was just kind of waiting around a little bit. Hey, I'm going to tell you, the Tory Lowe Show, we get calls from the brothers on lockdown because they know we going to try to make something happen. So if y'all hear calls where brothers calling in telling us what's going on inside these jails, that's a regular thing if y'all just tuning in to the Tory Lowe Show. Y'all not familiar with the Tory Lowe Show. That's a regular thing that takes place. So sometimes we can have a show going on and then the brothers behind the bars from Waupun, from the county, from wherever, they'll call into the show to let people know what's going on the inside. And it sounded like he was trying to convey that somebody had got stabbed a couple times inside the jail and that something with the guards, a delay with the guards. I'm going to try to see if I can look into that. Once again, they try to make the connections. They try to make the contact. I think he's just calling back. I think we got him back.
An inmate from Wisconsin Department of Corrections.
He clicked. Hey, he trying to call back again.
You heard it.
I heard it. Yeah, it was straight from the Waupun. Salute to the brothers that's trying to be advocates, that's been listening to the show, that's trying to turn their life around, rehabilitate. Then some brothers, even a brother that called in that's coming on the show said he used to listen to the Tory Lowe Show while he was in jail, and it helped him get ideas and concepts to turn his life around. And, the brothers listen to the Tory Lowe Show and they, they're taking in the notes and they're trying to be advocates. So salute to all of the brothers that's inside these prison walls that's trying to advocate for the brothers on lockdown. We are always going to be a platform where you can be heard. And I thank you for trying to reach out. I don't know if we can get them back, but if we get them back, DJ Brother Z, just kind of, push them through like usual.
You know how they be.
You know how it be. But once again, it's going to be a powerful Juneteenth. Salute to everybody that'll be outside tomorrow. Make sure that we tell people before you go down to Juneteenth, don't get out there and act a fool. Don't get down there and embarrass the family. This is a family fun cultural event, the celebration of our freedoms, our liberties, our independence. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be powerful. I cannot wait to see you. Come down, take pics. Don't bring no drama. Don't bring no stank attitude down to Juneteenth. You know what I mean? Enjoy your people. Enjoy the culture. Yeah, we got an element out here that we got to deal with, and we're going to always have to deal with it, and we dealing with it. Okay? But at the end of the day, celebration, it's time to celebrate us. Celebrate your family, your friends, your ancestors. It's time to put the love and the empathy and the discipline and the structure back into the community. Put the unity back into the community. Put the neighbor back in the hood. That's what we trying to do. That's what's happening, and it's going to take everybody. Everybody do a little, ain't nobody got to do a lot. Understand what I'm saying, Truth Nation? So if you see somebody, stop and say hi. Stop and check on them. Stop and pour into them. Before something happened. When you see people, automatically, hey, how you doing? You good? God bless you. God bless you. Don't let the devil stress you. We got John back. Hey, John, tell me, say what you got to say. Just say, because I don't want you to cut off and not say it.
So the condition is terrible up here, man. People get pepper sprayed because of how the cells and the tears and how old the building is. Basically, you get pepper sprayed with them. A young brother just almost got stabbed to death, but I got news that he made it through, though. But the guards sit there and watch it for about 5 minutes before they intervene. Food terrible, the condition terrible. It's lead, paint all in these cells.
What?
It's just crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy. And we really ain't got nobody to even advocate for us here. This prison really need to be shut down, man. Walpole Correction is a hellhole.
And when you talk about the conditions, how is it affecting y'all ability to do the things that y'all need to do?
They ain't got no programs for us. There's no rehabilitation here. There's no nothing. We in our cell almost every day. Some days we don't need to get wrecked. Some days we don't need to get showers.
Wow. So what do you want the community to know? What do you want us to know?
Man, I want the community to know that we need more people advocating for these prisons too, and for us inmates behind bars. Not all of us is bad people. Some of us wrongfully convicted. Some of us, just serving our times, trying to get back home to our family. But we human beings, and people need to realize we just like them.
You got zapped again.
He got zapped. They zapped him. All right. Well, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Summerfest is back, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth has got you covered. With free tickets, Truth Nation, to the world's largest outdoor festival. Tune into The Truth all week and listen for your cue to call and a chance to win an 18-pack of tickets to Summerfest.
Benjamin, I know you lying.
No, Naughty Juice, you heard that right. It's an 18-pack of tickets so your friends and family can enjoy Summerfest on us. So stay tapped into The Truth so you do not miss your chance to enjoy the biggest party on the lakefront. Summerfest is presented by our founding partner, American Family Insurance.
Hey Wisconsin, it's construction season and the Wisconsin DOT wants to help you safely navigate work zones in your area. Check 511wi.gov or download the free 511 app to see current road work, closures, detours, and camera views on your route. Wherever your travels take you, know before you go with 511wi.gov. That's 511wi.gov. And remember, know before you go. Always park the phone while driving. Sponsored by the Wisconsin DOT.
It's your girl Noni Juice for Sweet Talks. Self-love isn't selfish. Feeling confident improves all aspects of your character. And no one understands that quite like Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Step into their judgment-free zone, where a staff of registered nurse injectors leads the way. Recommending Botox, Dysport, or Daxify, Sweet Talks goes beyond injectables, though. They offer facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. See why you'll want to join thousands of loyal patients at sweettalks.com.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on June 24th.
Cherie sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they take on the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third down.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Tune in June 24th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Tired of hearing no from other banks? No to a loan? No to a checking account? Just no? At Brewery Credit Union, they find ways to say yes. Yes to second chances. Yes to rebuilding credit. Yes to helping you save, borrow, and thrive. Work with your credit specialist and move your financial life forward. Brewery Credit Union, Milwaukee's best place to borrow and save. Visit brewerycu.com. That is brewerycu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Listen to the man who tells you exactly how he sees it. The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got our very own Cherie Harris in studio. Hey, look, we got the queen in studio, Cherie Harris in studio. She never too far from us.
No.
She always right around the corner if we need you.
I'm accessible.
One
Is that the word?
Phone call away. And look, and it's Juneteenth coming up.
Yes, tomorrow.
Now, we got the question of the day, Cherie.
Okay.
What does Juneteenth mean to you, and why do you celebrate it?
Juneteenth means to me, what it means to me is family and Black excellence. And I've been celebrating Juneteenth since I was a little girl. My dad used to take me and my sister to Juneteenth when he lived here. He's in Atlanta now. So me and my dad was just talking about it when I went to go see him.
Right,
and,
memories.
Yeah, it's memories. And just running into people that you know, friends, distant relatives, people you haven't seen in a while, and the food, oh my God.
Oh, amazing.
Whoa, the food is so
You talk
good.
about seasoning?
Yes. Oh.
The right seasoning. Now, we know how to season it. We know how to put that seasoning on
Put that Lowry's on that turkey leg.
I'm trying
the
to tell
turkey
you.
leg is ridiculous.
Falling off the bone.
Yes. And now there's different options. There's, vegan options, vegetarian options, and the organizations are recognized at Juneteenth. Support your local organizations, and it's great. I plan to be there.
Well, now, what are you looking forward to? Are you in a parade this year?
No, because I'm going to reserve my walking legs for walking to the stations to eat.
Okay, now, because I'll tell you this, the parade is amazing.
The parade is, I'm watching the dancers and the young kids and Mr. and Miss Juneteenth. And I just remember the first year, the truth, when we went down there the first year and it was COVID. Remember that?
Right.
And I think it was one of the first festivals during COVID. And it's impactful. And they just want to be celebrated. Everybody just want to be celebrated and be watched. And it was just like people coming together like like I said, like a family reunion.
Now, we throwing candy this year. We always throw the candy out there
Out
for
the
the
truth
kids.
truck?
Yeah, we don't even have it wrapped this year. It's no wrapping on the. We're just in a regular truck now.
Oh,
yeah.
not wrapped,
I found that out like a couple weeks ago.
Okay, I'm in my feelings. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
I'm gonna refrain.
Okay.
I'm in my feelings on that one.
It's just a vehicle.
Come on.
now.
No, it's not just a vehicle.
I'm talking about, but it ain't the one that we had is the wrap.
The vehicle,
we don't got we got a new one. It's
it
not
was
wrapped.
fully loaded. It had air, it had dual sunroof. I've personally been out to pick out that vehicle. It had the truth, it had the logos on there. And when people saw that vehicle, we drove around the city.
It was powerful.
They were like, the truth, there's the truth. And people coming up to y'all.
Well, we got a new vehicle now, and I think it's just gray.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I drove it.
What? Okay. I'm just saying everything speaks.
Hey.
Everything speaks. Don't get me up in here start calling these problems. I'm like, sure, you can't visit us no more.
No. Well, you know, we take a lot of pride in the things that we do. But,
sure do,
but I'll
of
say this, the amazing part, we've been broadcasting live. Well, this will be the 4th year, I think, that we've been broadcasting live.
I believe so.
And I remember when we first started broadcasting live, the Truth started broadcasting live from Juneteenth.
Yes.
It was amazing. I remember, like, people used to run.
We were just getting started.
We had just got started, but the people was already tapped in. They would always come by, and they knew all the personalities and things like that. But now we in the 5th year, you know, and so it's just so much that's changing.
I remember when they said, when people asked, like, how do you feel about the truth, or what is the community, what do they feel about the truth? And it just, that's the one memory I reflect on is Juneteenth, when everyone started coming up to the booth. I'm like, oh, you're 101.7 The Truth. And they would watch everyone broadcast live that day. And it was a small group at the time because, you know, it was just getting started.
Right.
But they recognized it and they stayed to listen to the conversation. And then they were invited on to be on the mic live from Juneteenth.
You know
and
how we
people
get down.
love
We like to have an active listening audience.
Yes.
I like
And they
my
just stood
listening
there watching
audience
the
to
whole
be
time.
active, and they know that, and they know we allow them to give their opinion on this,
Right.
you know, to
Right.
talk about the things that we discuss. So that's more important to me, to have the community be able to give their perspective, not talk out the side of their face. You know,
Right.
When they get to talking out the side of their mouth, then I might have to. You might get zapped.
Well, bring a turkey leg for Tory if y'all gonna come up
Hey,
to the booth.
I'm trying to. Oh my goodness.
For the host, bring the host some food because you guys work all day. You do the parade, and then you work the booth from 11
And now
to
we
3.
got Summerfest.
And then the Summerfest, and then you be down this. Well, you're not Summerfest on Juneteenth, but you be down there other days. But Juneteenth, y'all bring them some lemonade or something. It's supposed to be like 82, 88 degrees.
Well, hold on, wait a minute. If you don't like me, don't bring me nothing.
Oh yeah, no. Like this got some special in it for you,
here
Tory.
you go, Tory Lowe. We heard Cherie tell me to bring some lemonade.
Don't say that. Well, you know. That's wrong. Well, you know the truth is doing great things when you have politicians that wait in line at Juneteenth to speak. And one in particular, what's his name? Was it Eric?
Hovde.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And when he said,
went nationwide.
I'm connected to the black folks. I did that in Africa, and that my food to spit out. I had to walk away from the booth because I was like, "Did you say that?" Right. But he thought he was saying something that we wanted to hear,
right?
And they all do, and they use Juneteenth as a platform and come up to.
And they went. I think that's the reason why he didn't win.
Yeah, well, this
because they kept. Hold on, but they ran that commercial more than anything.
Yes, and it was national.
It went all over the place. Like it's probably a lot of other different reasons, but that interview was the. If people had second thoughts or like he might be all right. I think that killed you. I think that killed you.
So watch what you say when you come up to Juneteenth in the booth. And there's going to be other vendors out there. There are incredible vendors out there, and that's why I go for it.
Well, it was that one year.
To see the vendors and see the friends and family.
It was that one year we was broadcasted live, and one of the companies, I ain't gonna say no name. But
I can say it.
I ain't gonna say no name because it's over with.
Oh.
But they was giving black people bananas. Remember that?
Yes.
And,
what?
And they was handing out bananas.
That was so disrespectful.
And we was talking about it, and that went all over the place.
What are we doing? So don't hand out bananas. Well, bananas has potassium. Maybe it's not a bad
but
thing.
I'm talking about. But if you,
I don't know.
I mean, if you from Janesville, you don't want to get on.
Anything from there.
You don't want to come to the Juneteenth handing out bananas. I'm just saying.
Chicken and watermelon.
I'm just saying.
Don't do those combinations. Don't do bananas, chicken, and watermelon. I'm not gonna eat it.
Don't just be trying to. That's all you got.
Gosh.
That's all you got on the table.
Was that a store that did?
I ain't gonna say the name.
We all know.
We passed that, I guess. You know.
They tried it. They tried. And I still go to that store out there on the south side. But
wow.
They tried. They tried their best.
I mean, they was giving out bananas, and it was the only thing that was on the table.
That's wrong. They said
but then when we addressed it, they said that there was other stuff on the table.
Maybe.
But they ran out, and all they had left was the bananas.
Well, they didn't want to serve their sweetest meatballs that day. So.
I'm just trying to tell you.
We have an eclectic palette, so there's all types of food that's going to be out at Juneteenth. So please, please, please patronize those vendors. They work so hard, and you should see them when at the Juneteenth meeting at the Norcott Center. So we go there. So when I worked here, I would go there and pick up all of our packets and it's just like the way they network and the way like they support each other, like people who are just vending for the first time, like the vendors that's been there for years, they will teach them how to, what to serve, when to serve it, and what other events to go to. It is powerful to see all these organizations come together and then they all together at Juneteenth. So it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be fabulous.
I want to talk about what happened over the weekend. We was at the National Association of Black Journalists, Milwaukee branch.
Right.
We were at this conference. I was on the panel.
Yes.
And salute for you being there, because I was happy that you was there, because I was a little nervous because now I get to do the journalism stuff. You know what I mean? Am I considered a journalist now? What?
Well, yeah.
Or a broadcaster?
Both.
Really?
Why not?
I mean,
don't wait for someone to give you the title. You make your title.
Well, I always did media anyway. But what I'm saying is, it's a different space.
Yeah, it is.
It is a different space. A lot of the older minds meeting with the newer minds.
Yes.
Now, you was able to watch this. I was talking, but give me your opinion on what took place.
So, NABJ Milwaukee, shout out to NABJ Milwaukee, and the website is nabjmilwaukee.org, and you can find them on Facebook, and you can also find them on Instagram. Me personally, when I first got into journalism, it was under a different name, and this was in my 20s. And just to see like a powerful Black excellence at this organization, and the TV journalists, TV, radio, and print at the time, I was so intimidated, but that's okay. I was young, and it was great to be around those people to give you information and to mentor you. So the organization has grown and is beyond the three mediums of TV, radio, and print.
Now social media.
It's social media, podcasting. It's if you do journalism or community outreach or communications in your organization, anyone can join. And I
think it's a membership.
And it's a membership. There's different levels, but it's very affordable. And they do a lot. And so for this weekend in particular, this past weekend, it was about men's mental health, if I'm saying that right. I know.
Because I think June is men's mental health month.
It is. And so when I saw that you was being on the panel amongst other men that I know, I was like, I got to show up, because I had been off the grid for a little while, just focusing more on my health. But this panel of Black journalists, men only, was great. I felt you all were very vulnerable in your conversations when you talked about why you got started and what was your background. And everyone talked about mentorship. And one in particular, is it Mr. Mitchell? It was, please forgive me if I don't remember.
The elder guy that was on the side.
For Milwaukee Community Journal. Yeah. Shout out to them and Michael Holt. They are one of the largest Black newspapers in the state of Wisconsin, and they are putting their heart and soul into this journal, and they recognize the community in all different ways. So for him to be on that panel, and to have the young gentleman, I believe from there was a school,
Howard Fuller. And
from that range of people, and then it was Don Black, and from Jammin' 98.3, and you from 101.7 The Truth, talk about journalism and how you got started, how you had to pay your dues, and your background, what got you there, was very powerful.
Right.
You don't hear that. You don't hear or witness Black males talk about what got them there, and we went through hardship.
Right.
And your story talked about hardship and how you grew up, and you weren't even thinking about this career. Like, you ended school at 7th grade, and then you got back, and the minister slapped you. You said, slapped the Black in you.
Hey, he slapped some sense into me.
In school, bro.
He told me if I don't go to school, he was going.
Right.
You know, he was gonna make me go to school, and I didn't want to go to school, and
you win. And that changed the trajectory, and
it did.
Here you are. And so I think NABJ did a great job, and I feel like the message, if there was a universal message, if one says you have to keep trying and don't give up on your dreams, because you never know what the next chapter is going to mean for you and that next person you bring up. And we need more Black journalists in this field, men and women.
Right.
We need more voices, more of our voices to be on the mics to share our stories in an unapologetic way and unfiltered. Because I ain't gonna bring up the station, but when they showed that brother after the police officer was shot.
Oh, wow.
And that brother was like, y'all don't want to be up on here coming down this street. I told him it was going to happen. That was, to me, was disrespectful.
Where he did the little dance at the end.
Dance at the end, like, come on, let's do better.
But this is what they do.
Let's do better. That was out of pocket.
I remember I wasn't in broadcasting like how I am now. I was just doing it on social media, and I was at the city hall, and we were fighting for, I think, mental health, things in mental health. And so the white reporter, out of all the people in there, they tried to get the one that probably wasn't the most enlightened on what was happening to do an interview. And I saw the reporter go to the guy, and I was like, oh, here we go with that mess. I went and stopped it. I said, no. I said, out of all the people in here that could tell you exactly what's going on, why would you get this person who knows, who may not even know what's going on, like, anywhere?
Right.
And so I had a discussion with them, and I said, this is the problem. Y'all deliberately pick people for shock value. You know, and instead of getting this woman over here who's sitting right there, and I pointed out the lady, you can interview her, you can interview him. And I was always aware of what needed to be done. So when I saw the foo-foo, I would address it.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. But once again, that's why the message I leave with you all today is, if you have a need to be in broadcasting and you want your voices to be heard and you want to be part of it, go for it.
Right.
You know, and let's get our young minds involved in that too, because we had MATC come in here twice a year.
Powerful.
And that's what did it for me. I was invited to MATC. I did a summer camp there when I was in high school, and I knew then, I was like, I want to be in media, either it's in front of media or behind the scenes. And that's what I said, okay, being behind the scenes is for women. For me at the time, it was in the 80s. It was like, ooh, that's challenging, right? Pan left, pan right with the cameras and everything. But I still kept going, and I did it in Whitewater. So when you all talked about how the steps that you took to get there, and you kept going, that's what we need. So I know there's different avenues. People do the content creations and the podcasting. You set up your mic, and then you think it's going to be easy. It's not, right?
No.
The more you invest and put your work and heart into something, the more you want to keep it and make it your brand, because everything speaks. So don't expect instant gratification in this world, in this realm we call media. You got to work hard, but when you get there, it's very rewarding.
And authenticity, being authentic.
Right.
Your authentic self.
Yes.
You know, I always tell people, don't you lose your authentic self.
Right.
Trying to be like somebody else.
Because people are going to tell you what to say, how to say it. And I know there's broadcasters out there that really work hard and don't have a choice. And they have to pay the bills, and they have to follow the rules. And sometimes it's hard. And it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow. But when you get to a point where when you can make your rules and still be successful, that's great. But still be, as you said at that meeting at NABJ, be accessible.
Right.
Don't feel like you can't be touched by someone, or you too good for someone because you got a mic. Because your job could end today. And they'll just and it has happened. People have been laid off and let go, and they don't see it coming, and someone else is on that same mic.
That's true.
The next day, and you're forgotten about in 2 weeks.
You know what? That's why I said, somebody was like, how do we make connections with this new generation? Mm-hmm. It's not rocket science. You got to be accessible.
Right, be accessible.
You got to be around. People got to have access to you, because I'll tell you this, once you lose contact with the people, it's only a matter of time before you are no longer around.
Yeah. So, and meet them young minds where they at, you know, and listen to their ideas. They have great ideas.
Well,
some ideas are great, and you got to be able to combine it. You don't listen to them
I got a
like
question for you because something was said at this meeting, and you was watching it, but I maybe it's my interpretation of what was being said. But I want to ask you what you thought was being said because you were there watching the whole thing,
right?
And maybe I interpreted wrong from the guy from the Community Journal because he said something. But I want to talk about that when we get back.
Okay.
When we come back, we got Cherie Harris in studio today.
Been here this long, y'all kidnapped me.
Yeah, well, I'm always kidnapper. You know, don't worry about it. I got this. You know
all right.
what I mean? I'll pay the ticket. I'll pay the citation.
Okay.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, please join us for the 54th annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee on Thursday, June 19th. The Truth will be broadcasting live from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So don't miss out on your chance to celebrate with us with our live Juneteenth broadcast presented by Hope Christian Schools and Carroll University. 1017 The Truth celebration of Juneteenth is also brought to you by American Family Insurance, Associated Bank, Gruber Law Offices, Molson Coors, and Educators Credit Union.
Get that jump start to a fulfilling career at Carroll University through majors such as video game design, music therapy, pre-law, and over 90 additional majors. Carroll University is Wisconsin's oldest university. Founded in 1846, Carroll offers students small class sizes, personalized attention, and a generous financial aid package while they receive a cutting-edge education. Learn more at carrollu.edu. That's carrollu.edu.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
So Black women's leadership needs to be prioritized. That means a whole lot of things, but it includes a message for white women, which would be, it'll be wise for you to take our lead. We've already demonstrated everything there is to the world about who we are. We shouldn't have to keep doing that over and over again. The reality is that there are times when we got to muster up the energy to do some things we don't want to do. But I don't want that to be commonplace for me, and I certainly don't want it to be commonplace for other Black women. There's often this message that we need to stay strong because there are people depending on it. No, we need ourselves.
Yeah, you can't, what do they say? You can't pour from an empty cup?
Yes. And I even am hearing people say a lot more, you shouldn't pour from your cup at all until it overflows. And it's the overflow that you give. You keep the full cup for yourself.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute. You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Dummy, know it is. Play on my name, it's so real. Straight from the show. Slide, don't let that. It's 600. TSA, big beat. Hey, tell her, see it now, play the big beat. Came out the hood like windshield wiping fluid. Bought jewelry cause it's therapeutic. How the f you go platinum from sewage? I'm a crib, but look sexy and red like St. Louis. 10-7 ring, look wet. And I'm good with these hands to the bill and nail tag. Miami vibes in a private jet. Went from custom jump stool to a Louis V set out in Cali. Just locked in with who was on solo and they job boot getting groovy.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. I'm in studio with Cherie Harris, the pillar of the truth. One of the pillars, one of the people that started the truth.
Okay.
Hey, that's what happened.
I'll take that title.
Hey, I like that. I mean, that's you brought me in. You brought me in here.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when it comes to this panel, this Black Men in Media panel, one of the guys that do the Community Journal, he was on the panel. He said that you got to go into a certain form of education if you want to get involved in this.
Right.
What was the three areas?
It was reading. Reading was the main one. Of course, and the second two was math and language, but he really focused on reading. And before I forget, because my mind would do that, is I misspoke about the website is nabjmke.org. And when you go on that website, it talks about the NABJ, what it is, and there's scholarship information too for young professionals. So you want to learn about that. Don't leave money on the table.
Right.
But he talked about reading. And of course, his background is in print, and I get that.
Right.
But it spoke volumes for us because reading is
fundamental.
It's fundamental. It helps you grow. It exercises your mind. And today, when I see some text messages that I get, and I'm like, where's the sentence? What are you saying? Like, we are speaking in 3-letter words, and then when y'all brought up the YNs, I was like, what the heck is that? What does that mean?
Yeah, that's the new slang.
The new slang, and we all have it in our generation. But I'm like, I was like, what does that mean? I had to Google it. I was like, why? And then you talked about there's no reason for us not to know something.
Right.
With AI, with Meta AI, with Google, there's no reason. Chat GPT. I mean, people write their papers on it now.
Right.
There's no reason why we should not know something. There's no excuse. As I feel like between those two conversations, reading, there's something we should be doing all the time. Not saying that you have to get a novel to read,
right?
But pick up a magazine, pick up something that you just enjoy reading, and let your mind just run away with it. Have some imagination.
Like the Reading Rainbow used to try to tell people.
Reading Rainbow.
Right.
Have imagination. It's not going anywhere. You still have to learn how to fill out an application when applying for a job. I was trying to understand what that means.
I was trying to tell somebody nowadays, if you write something in cursive, like a paragraph in cursive.
Write in cursive.
If you write in cursive and give it to these young people, it's like the Morse code.
Right. They don't
know what it was.
Right. And I disagree. We should include cursive in our education. I don't have time to write print. That takes too long, but I have to do it. And so, and I use Chat GPT, but I don't use it verbatim. I use it to help get my mind started on what I want to say. I did that with Google. Sometimes it's hard to start a sentence for a paper, but I don't use it for all things.
I let it organize my notes.
Right. Use it for certain things, but not
like I'll write a bunch of stuff down.
Yeah.
Like I'll have a freehand thought, and then I'll be like, organize this.
Yeah. Well,
and then they'll organize it. Like, okay.
People are using it for counseling.
Right.
They're getting counseling from Chat GPT. So bottom line is that the message there was reading. And I think you spoke on about brand and imaging as well.
Right. Well, I'll say this, nowadays, personality is a part of being a journalist now, because I see a lot of people just getting on TikTok. Their personality is driving people. They have content, but their personality, the way they deliver it.
Right.
A lot of times you got to work on how you present things too.
Yes.
In this game.
Yes.
And that's a big part of it as well.
I think that's where brand and imaging comes in. And so people follow those they feel attracted to. Or that looks like them and that are relatable, and that's also a medium. So no, TikTok is TikTok. For me, it's more entertainment than anything. I don't try to get my hardcore news or the truth from TikTok.
Right.
It's all opinionated in most cases. You got to be careful with that, but use it for good, not for bad.
And everything can be used for good or evil.
Yeah. Right.
Like I asked Chat GPT, if I was the devil, how would I control the world?
Oh my Lord!
And this was
where are we going with that?
No. What I'm saying is okay. I mean, but it will tell you how to do it,
and people are following.
And that's what I'm saying. So this is the information you can ask these AI generators anything. How to make a trust.
Yes. Well, that's good.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you shouldn't be out here not knowing nothing.
Right. Right.
How to start a business.
That's right.
Like you don't have to wait now to go have a meeting. It'll go step by step, depending how detailed you get.
Right.
It'll go as far as you want to go.
Well, that's what I mean. Why when you get involved in this media business, even if ChatGPT is a media business, right? You still have to take steps to get there. It's not going to happen overnight. So everything takes steps to get to one point. So that's the message that needs to be said over and over to our young generation. And I think we're missing that because everything is out there. Everything's tangible. Social media, everybody, they make it feel like you can get it today.
Oversaturated.
Right. And so you're one of a million people trying to be out there, and sometimes that could be discouraging. But we're here, right? The truth is here.
Yes.
You have other radio stations that are here in Milwaukee. You have your print journals that's here. Just meet with them. Just meet with us. Just tap in. Send a text. Send an email.
Visit.
Just visit. That's what I did. I visited like, hey, can I just sit and watch in your studio? Can I just see what you do behind the scenes? And then stay connected and network, and you will get there. Because I do hear some of the people on the chat line or watch, hey, I got my own podcast and I could do the news. I could do that. Okay, well, okay, what you got? Show us. Show the proof is in the pudding. You never know.
Everybody want to make it sound good and make it look good. This is the land of making it sound good and make it look good.
Well,
but when you get behind the scenes, it's raggedy. It's no paperwork. It's no, many times I always tell people, a lot of people's businesses are just on social media. But when you look at the paper trail and try to get a real business plan to it, it's nothing there.
Right. Oh, I need to see a paper trail.
Yeah, you get. That's how you
know where my money's going.
That's how you get the loans and stuff. That's how you know.
Right.
All right.
But this has been a great conversation.
Hey,
I didn't know I was going to have
Harris,
with you
I thank
today.
you for coming in. As usual, I love when you come through.
I miss you all.
I miss you. Yeah, we do. We like I said.
Retirement life is good though.
I see you. I see you out on vacation all the time. Damn.
I'm vacationing in Milwaukee. I'm vacationing at home. I got a whole.
You got the vacation. You got the You and your husband got the vacation things down pat.
I'm trying to set one up now. Right now. You got me in here blushing.
All right, Cherie.
I love my baby.
Thank you for coming through. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What fills your cup? Those things, big and small, that make each day rewarding. Here's what fills our cup at Educators Credit Union. When you walk in the lobby and see your favorite teller, cultivating financial literacy to build stronger communities. When we help you buy a home when you didn't think it was possible. The best part? Seeing you leave with a smile because we made a difference in your life. It fills our cup to see you succeed because we're more than a financial. We're people helping people. Educators Credit Union. Achieving more together. Insured by NCUA.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Carrie Noni with her truth.
You know, sometimes the mundane isn't a burden, it's the beauty of living. I came to this conclusion after recently watching the movie Subservience on Netflix. It's a crazy film, y'all. I would suggest you check it out. But it's a story that explores our relationship with technology and how it's programmed to take our burdens away. This movie really got me thinking about how much we're wired to avoid struggle. We create tools and shortcuts to make life easier, whether it's robots, apps, or even outsourcing everyday tasks. But in the process, we risk forgetting the value of the little things we go through every day. Sure, folding laundry or grocery shopping might feel like chores. I literally dread cleaning up. But isn't there something grounding about them? Something that reminds us we're human. Life isn't just about the highlights or the easy parts. It's about the messy, repetitive, and sometimes inconvenient stuff too. Think about it. Who would you be if you didn't have to face the small frustrations that test your patience, or the routines that push you to show up for yourself or the people around you? The mundane moments, the ones we rush to escape, are often the ones that shape us. If life was nothing but convenience, where's the growth? Where's the grit that teaches us resilience? And most importantly, where's the appreciation for the moments that do take our breath away? So maybe the next time you find yourself annoyed by the daily grind and are on the brink of crashing out, you pause, you breathe, and remind yourself that the beauty of life isn't just in the big moments, but in every little thing that makes them possible.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to Jammin' with Juice with Ben Jammin' and Carrie Noni weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityWealthManagement.com. The National Black Farmers Association has been pushing for change since the 1980s.
We were organized to help eradicate discrimination at government agencies and state, federal levels. And we've been doing this kind of work for a very, very long time.
That's National Black Farmers Association founder and president John Boyd. Today, he says farmers are facing a new kind of adversity, stemming from the Trump administration's tariff policies.
Many Americans don't know that farmers are price takers. We're not price givers. So my price is based on the market.
Market volatility surrounding tariff uncertainty is impacting almost every industry, including farmers. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Brewers came up short Tuesday night at Chicago, falling to the Cubs 5-3 at Wrigley. Seiya Suzuki's 3-run homer in the fifth made the difference.
Hendricks 1-0 pitch is a fly ball left field deep. Collins back at the track. It is gone. A 3-run home run by Seiya Suzuki, and just like that, a 2-1 lead becomes a 4-2 deficit for the Crew.
Milwaukee now sits at 39-34 on the year. Brewers get back at it Wednesday night in Chicago with first pitch at 7:05 p.m. On the ice, the Florida Panthers are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, taking down Edmonton 5-1 in Game 6. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
In a place with young free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic like I'm forced. Still watch what you say out your mouth, cause 50 shit still turn to go.
I'm Mr. Hood when I'm traveling. Get neck when I'm traveling. Six-pack wood when I'm traveling. The Lex cause the click fit good in a caravan. Slide through your hood like an avalanche. Take a flick if you get a chance, get that close. Truth Nation, violence is a problem that affects us all, but together we can make a difference. The award-winning 1017 The Truth wants you to help ignite positive change and bring awareness to the senseless violence occurring in our community. This is why we're hosting our third annual Truth Walk Against Violence, led by myself on Saturday, July 12th, from Victory Over Violence Park down MLK Drive, right in front of our studio, right here at the 3rd Street Market Hall. Over the next month, I'll be speaking with politicians, community leaders about how we can better provide resources to stop the rise of violence. If you want to join the fight to stop the violence, go to truthwalkagainstviolence.com. That's truthwalkagainstviolence.com. Salute to 1MKE for supporting the walk this year on Saturday, July 12th from 9 a.m. to noon. Also, Truth Nation, please join us for the 54th annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee this June 19th tomorrow. Hey, we'll be broadcasting live from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stop by our broadcast, say hello, get some free Truth swag. Juneteenth in Milwaukee is one of the oldest, biggest Juneteenth celebrations in the country, so you do not want to miss your chance to celebrate with us. Hey, as we broadcast live, presented by Hope Christian Schools, and Carroll University. 101.7 The Truth celebration of Juneteenth is also brought to you by American Family Insurance, Gruber Law Offices, Molson Coors, Educators Credit Union, and Associated Bank. All right, look, we got to dig into these last two stories. We got an update on what's going on with Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan and her trial. We got some new information on that. If you're watching as we broadcast live, they're saying that the federal trial for Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan is being delayed. If you're watching, we got a news article from WISN. Let's listen.
And just in this afternoon, the U.S. Justice Department, is asking a federal judge to reject a request from Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan to dismiss the charges against her. Judge Dugan is accused of helping a man in her court evade an immigration official on April 18th. Her attorneys argue that she was acting in her official capacity as a judge and immune to prosecution. But in today's filing, the Justice Department says that argument would allow judges to be above the law. Judge Dugan's trial is scheduled for next month.
Okay, well, there you have it. There you have it. There was also a politician from New Jersey that got arrested, that black politician. But now we're seeing that this comptroller guy just recently got arrested for interfering down in NYC. Brad Lander. He was the comptroller and a mayoral candidate. He was arrested by ICE. We got some video on this. This is out of New York. Look, if they doing the politicians and the judges, for interfering, they got a zero tolerance for people getting in the way of these ICE agents. And now we have somebody that's, in city government in New York that's recently been handcuffed due to trying to interfere with these, whatever they're doing with ICE and the illegal migrants. We got video as we broadcast live. What's going on in New York? Let's see.
News: Democratic mayoral candidate Brad Lander has been arrested.
You don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens asking for a judicial warrant.
Cameras were rolling as Lander was taken into custody by federal agents at immigration court, which he had been observing. Sources say he was trying to accompany someone out of the courtroom at the time. The controller is among the 11 Democratic candidates running to replace Mayor Adams in the primary elections. He recently cross-endorsed fellow candidate, Assemblyman Zoran Mamdani, as they try to team up against former Governor Andrew Cuomo in the race. His wife, who was with him at the time of the arrest, spoke out at a press conference moments ago.
I am an attorney. I haven't practiced law in a while, but I sure know that what I saw today was not the rule of law. That was not due process. I know, and the way people are being treated is absolutely unacceptable in this city, in this country.
We are following this story closely and will bring you developments.
All right. Look, I tried to get him the warning. He needs to listen to the Tory Lowe show. I try to tell people, hey, you get involved in these situations and you think you finna do something extra, you may be putting yourself in a situation where you gonna get maybe put away for a couple years. Stand down. That's why I try to tell people. This is the Stand Down series. You don't want to get caught up in a lot of this. A lot of this is a mandate that when Trump got in, he's actually leading the polls on this kind of stuff with America. So yeah, jump in it if you want to. Jump in it if you want to. I'm just gonna tell you that. Don't call me for it. Don't try to scream like it's all unfair. Now everything is unfair. You could have moved out the way. You know what I mean? Move out the way. That's what I'm trying to tell folks. That's it. Because if you stand in the way, okay, they're going to throw the handcuffs on you. It's a gray area. You don't want to get in no gray areas, especially if you ain't got the money to fight. So the key thing is, in this, no matter what side you on, no matter if you for it or against it, the key thing here is that a judge got arrested, A comptroller in New York got arrested. A politician in New Jersey got arrested. These ain't just regular people. These are people that they supposed to have a connection. They supposed to be in good. These people supposed to have, power or some sort of power. And they getting shooken up. So what you think gonna happen to you? What you think finna happen to you? That's all I'm saying. No matter how you feel about it, you're gonna let your emotions get you pushed up against the wall like old boy in New York. and he got connections. So if they let these people have it and they fighting for their freedoms, what you think finna happen to you? That's all I'm saying. Now, you can take it however you want to take it, but don't say I ain't said nothing or I ain't told you what to do. It's okay to get out there and voice your opinion. But when they start grabbing folks, get out the way. Move. Step back. Don't engage. Okay? And that's all I got to say about that. What they, I the last time when it was Black Lives Matter and folks was calling me, I had my hands full of people with citations. That's why I'm telling y'all this. But these were citations like local citations. These was things that they, had to pay penalties for, and they wanted to fight and go to court and, but when it comes to this federal thing, that federal court ain't no joke. Now I'm not gonna deal. Don't get on the news crying. Talk about how many years you about to get. Cause I don't want to hear it. I told y'all before it even happened. Stand down, leave it. Let your voice be heard safely from across the street, if that's what you want to do. All right. Well, when we come back, I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on the show today. Elizabeth Brown out on assignment. She dealing with some things, and I'll just have to wrap it up. I'm going to wrap up the show. Get my final thoughts. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on June 24th.
Uh-oh. Cherie sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they take on the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third down.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Tune in June 24th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
Every accomplishment starts somewhere. For University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee student Nick Burschbach, it was internships that led to a job at GE Healthcare. For Charles Kelly, it started with an internship at a TV station. Now, he's a weekend anchor. And for Jaden Anderson, her leadership led to recognition from the American Institute of Architecture students. The path to success goes many places. It starts at UWM.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
For general contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, see, we posted with pistols and rockets, ain't making deposits. We putting it in the box. Done got a little buzz, now I'm popping. Got racks in my pocket, nigga reached and I popped. It's you or it's me, that's the option. You got that little pasta.
Calling all black-owned business owners and entrepreneurs. Are you looking to share your story and grow your reach? We have teamed up with Associated Bank for our black-owned business give back. Each quarter, 4 lucky business owners will win an opportunity to spotlight their brand and journey on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. To sign up your business for the spotlight interviews, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure. Right here on The Truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank member FDIC. And my final take on the show today, I'm going to start with the conversation I had at the top of the hour. Stop letting negative people run the show. Stop allowing negative influences to dominate the conversations around you. Change the narrative. Get more positive people with better direction, better vision, around you. This is the only way to change that. Set clear boundaries. Communicate your limits and expectations. Practice self-care. Understanding to focus on your well-being and prioritize positive activities. Get people around you that's doing positive activities. Stop letting negative people run the show. Focus on solutions instead of the problem. Shift attention from problems to solutions and positive outcomes. Stop talking to people who know what the problem is, but then, that's all they talk about. Get around people that are more solution-driven, that can say, okay, let's try this. We're gonna attempt to fight this. Willing to try to make sense of things rationally and apply a plan. We got to stop allowing negative people to take the lead. People that are causing confusion, discords, running off raggedy at the mouth all the time. We got to start locking in on changing these dynamics if we want to see a better future. Okay? And it all starts with us. If everybody do a little, ain't nobody got to do a lot. If everybody start adding that to their life and we start applying it to the people that surround us, we'll all meet in the middle somewhere. And that's the truth. Stop letting negative people run the show. And we all know what negative people look like, what they sound like, how they talk, how they act. Sometimes y'all get up in the morning and see that person in the mirror every day. You got to change your ways. You got to change your mind, change your life. Change your mind, change your life. Maybe it's you. Maybe you the one toxic. But it's never too late. Every day is a new day to wake up and get it right. We trying to get it right. Woo! We trying to make it safe. We trying to get the next 10 generations something to fall back on so they can have a foundation to move forward. Understand what I'm saying, Truth Nation? Now is the time to regroup, rethink, and reshape. If you're coming out for Juneteenth, come out to have a great time. Come out to see some old friends, some old people from the neighborhood, some people from high school. Some of y'all might run into y'all exes down there. Y'all might run into somebody y'all used to date. But irregardless of who you meet down there, we're all there to celebrate culture. We're all there to celebrate history. We all here to celebrate our independence. And like the brother said, like Brother Hill said, there's some people that's scared, because of how things have changed. But it's our generation turn to change the narrative. It's our generation turn to change the outcomes. And it starts with us, period. We the ones that's going to make that change. Okay? That's what it is. So I can't wait to see y'all out at Juneteenth. We'll be broadcasting live from 11 to 3. We'll be in the parade. I can't wait to see everybody outside tomorrow. Hey, bring your cameras. We taking pictures. We create memories. It's a celebration of life, independence, and freedom. I still want the fireworks, DJ Brother Z. I need to see the fireworks hit the sky one of these times at Juneteenth. It's our Independence Day, and we going to have a great time. Hey, look, keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go. And look both ways before you cross the street. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody that called in and added to the conversation. Salute to Truth Nation out there in Radio Land. Be safe. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
You slip up off your path. I don't switch up, I just laugh. Put my kicks up on they desk. Unaffected.